What's up guys, how you guys doing? Name's David. This is actually my first vlog, so please be gentle on me. I'm gonna tell you guys about my little experience in China. This whole experience powered by Vlogbox. Shout out to Vlogbox. Appreciate the love, and yeah man, here's where it all began. At the airport around like 2-3 p.m. Beijing time. The airport is so big, so like you had to travel from one side to the other side, the departure side to the arrival side in a train. Still kind of foreigners, so we don't know how things work. And this cab driver was like, yo, listen, yeah, 70 kwai, and then you can give us a ride there. And we're like, all right, cool. We tired from our plane. We have a whole bunch of baggage, so we're like, cool, we'll take 70 kwai. What's 70 kwai? I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent of how much we pay for an Uber here. Bull. That guy played us. He played us so hard. 70 kwai. Homie was driving us down the road. Crib. Bam. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Welcome.
Like you can legit walk into my crib.
Now wait, hold up. I got a better video.
Now imagine there's two gorillas trying to live in this place, and my brother is still on his way coming back. So imagine two gorillas bunking together in this room. We had barely space. And our luggage was there as well, so yeah, it was quite an experience. So guess who I just bumped into? I haven't seen this guy in ages, man. Hey man. Ouch. So happy to see this guy, dude. Baby brother. My brother actually studies here in China. It was really cool seeing my little brother again. I haven't seen him for like a year, and homie looks good, man. Healthy, strong. Tall still. I'm sure he's killing these Chinese girls.
Okay, so we just arrived. Here's young blood David.
With the bros,
youngest blood
again.
You know, it's Kabali 101.
I'm with the broskies.
Beijing, 2 a.m. on a food run with the boys. Young Vic is out here. So we realized that there was no place for us to eat, and we actually walked past like a food market. So we're on a food run. All the restaurants are closed, so we're at a convenience store. Sushi, milk. There's cool drink there too, which is lit. Liquor at a convenience store. Even baby size ones.
You stock up on your liquor supply.
Yeah, I can check.
You really like tofu, you don't like it at all. You got really like tofu or you don't.
I thought that was ribs.
Hell no, bro. What am I talking about morning chow ribs? Bro.
My bad. I thought that was ribs.
Nah.
This looks like ribs. And my brother's laughing at me like, you actually don't know what type of meat you're eating in China. Like, in my mind, that looked like ribs, but apparently it was chicken. I don't know where you've seen red chicken before, but that was it. I had red chicken, and I was faulted for that. First meal, family meal, family dinner,
Family dinner.
Family
1
dinner.
o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning, Liddy, I don't know, this couch.
Yeah.
And there's ribs. Ain't bad, it's pretty spicy.
Spicy.
The curry here is pretty spicy. Right? You okay? You don't love it.
It was anything.
Of listeriasis.
Obliterated.
So Victor being away, he has no idea what's going on back home. We actually went through like a Listorious, the story black Lizzle, the story blusses, Listoriosis. No, so
You
Victor,
have that thing, bro. Bro.
Victor has no idea what listeriasis is.
In South Africa, I get to eat polony, bro.
Enterprise quotas, people are scared to eat bolognese, right? All the quarter stores are closed. There's no quarter stores open.
They don't eat.
They don't eat quarters.
They don't eat polony, bro. They don't eat
You'll lose
polony.
your life, bro. People had to come back. People had to return their polony. So let's say you had a whole slab of polony. They were,
Even though it's open, they'll take it.
they were giving out refunds for polony.
Nah, you like to me, bro.
No, but for real, dude.
If you, hey, no, I'm playing League of Legends in Chinese.
This is where kind of the first day ends. We got back to the room. We'd managed to squeeze ourselves in that small little bed and call it a night. See you guys in day 2. Day 2, what's up guys? Day 2, Beijing, China. With the broskies. So we walk in the city and man, the population here is insane, dude. There's traffic at mid-morning. There's people walking. Bikes and bicycles are a big thing here as well, so let's go there. So interesting facts about these bikes, what my brother mentioned is they're scattered all over the city. What you need to do is you usually like have an app. Put the password on one of these bikes and then it unlocks them. So we're having trouble finding the bank. Yeah man, so we're on the wild goose chase with this bank. We actually can't find this bank. Like everywhere we go and also with directions, and everyone seems to not know what this bank is, which is pretty weird because it's like the biggest bank in China. Bank of China. Biggest bank in China, and it's called the Bank of China. It shouldn't be that hard to find, right? Right? Walking into China Bank. We left the banks after months and months of traveling.
You understand what we just...
So now we're looking for a computer.
The bank, bro.
Yeah, so my brother was please telling me about your story. Why are you so wrought by the fact that he charges phone?
Okay, listen. This is what happened. I leave for a good 5 minutes, not even, dude. By the time I come back, this guy's already charging his phone. There's an iPad right next to it, also charging. And then he decides to not leave that. Cool. He takes it out. As soon as he takes it out of the charge, it switches.
Yeah, so it's really like a dashboard. So it just opens up into like a charging place. And apparently, yeah, that's like a thing everywhere.
We went to a restaurant called Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee? Mr. Lee? It could be Mr. Lee. I think that's the version of KFC. And we get there, we settle. We're like, yo man, let's try some Chinese food, some authentic Chinese food. And with this, they're ordering, because with this the plug, he's been here for a couple of months. He's doing his thing. He was like, "Wo dong chong tiao chao, wo dong xiu chong." I know this. Wo dong qing tiao chao, wo dong qing chao. That's a real word. I'm not making this up, for real. Check it out, Google me, baby. And he's out here ordering, and they were like, and I was like, yeah, shasha means yeah, thank you. And they leave, and we chilling there for a second, and all of a sudden we just see.
Is it ours? I don't think it's ours. Hey. I don't think it's ours. I think it's on the wrong menu.
This is not ours. This is. It's not for me. What's going on here?
Yeah.
That's David's, and then that's yours. Hundreds.
So with this, they're like "si wang wang, which means mistake in Chinese. "Si wang wang," and they were like so apologetic. Like, even though Vita messed up the order, they were like, "No, sorry, we apologize." And they actually brought the food that we ordered, and they took away the other food, and they actually apologized. They were like, "No, listen, y'all, we are so sorry. We didn't mean to offend you guys."
This.
This is mine.
No,
That's
this.
that's not for us. We did get the order right, but we ordered way too much food. So is it do it a rething
You
or?
already get a refund for it. It's not that one. It's this one, and then that one.
Refund? Why aren't you arguing with me? Why aren't you telling me this is my fault? Like, these customs that we have in South Africa, if that's happened at Spur, bet your ass I'm eating all that food. Bet your ass that I'm paying for all that food. Bet your ass that there is no refund for Jack. There's none of that. Like, they were like, yo, it's your fault. Fix that. Crazy thing about waiters at China, they don't get tips. Like, if you tip them, that's like an offense. Like, so don't ever tip a waiter. You know, so you pay for your food and they get their own salary. You know, thank God for communist countries.
So I just asked for cold water. Well, I also asked for water, and they gave me kettle hot chocolate water. Apparently, in a restaurant, or it's in a restaurant, right? Anyway, you drink hot water with your meals. Too hot. What is this now?
What's this? What can I see the cable?
And also, what that was his thing is, and he's there charging his phone, just randomly like charging your phone. So, like, you actually just get like a charger with your meal, apparently in China. So, like, all these slay queens and all these people that always carry their chargers with them, you know, those guys that are always just carrying their charger, or that guy that's always like, "Yo man, can I borrow your charger?" That guy does not exist in China. Everywhere you go, there's a place to charge your phone. it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Like they are so connected.
In China, you don't pay with cash. You can pay through Alipay or WeChat, which is Jifubao or Wisha. And then you order before, and then you pay for everything, and then you head out.
Just show them the barcode that they need to have.
That's this thing over here.
So there is no swiping or all that other stuff. So that's the amount where you pay.
And then you just go over here, and then they scan your barcode, and then you pay for the transaction.
Like even paying for the food, there's no wallets, there's no card, there's no ATM you can run to quickly. There's no excuse not to pay because WeChat, the equivalent of WhatsApp, are like 10 years ahead of WhatsApp. Not only can you chat and voice call and video call, but you can actually pay with your WeChat. It's like SnapScan. So what happens is that there's a little bar everywhere, not just in restaurants, at the markets, at the grocery store, even at a formal grocery store. There's all these barcodes that everyone have, like their WeChat barcodes, and then you pay them, you scan it, and you pay them directly.
Like no PIN, no anything. So what happens if someone steals your phone or whatever? And how can they?
You report it and switch it off. But it's really hard for someone to. No one's gonna jack your phone. No one's gonna jack your phone.
No, don't worry, no one steals your phone. It's China, bro. No one steals your phone. Who steals phones? Everybody steals phones. Everybody steals phones.
Hey man, I'm speaking as a South African, where these things happen on a daily.
No one's gonna jack your phone.
So excuse the mindset. So we just passed the police station. We're all certified. Like.
They are relatively short, Chinese people. So when they saw like 3 full-blooded Congolese stallions of men walking into the store, they were like so at awe, and they wanted to take photos of us, and we're probably on like their WeChat pages and on their WeChat stories or whatever they have there. We were popping. We were those guys. So they took a bunch of photos with us, and we went on trying some shoes, and they fit to me, and I asked them, yo, listen, do you have shoes my size? Because they're like this small. And they were like, no shoe of your size. Try.
18.
You have to get it off to Bao then.
18.
To Bao.
Where's this?
To Bao. That's the online shop that I showed in Reno.
39到48。
Oh.
在网上买吗？这种。
Oh, so it's online, eh?
Yeah.
Where you can buy everything. Like it's like it links everywhere. And like unlike here, the delivery time is like up to 2 to 3, maximum 4 days, depending on what area you're in. And you legit just scan through, look at the stuff you want, find the size, pay for it right there through WeChat or whatever mediums or Alipay. And yeah, man, in a couple of days, I know my brother, in a couple of days they will just deliver it. And so a lot of people don't even like go to the mall to shop. Things at that place are so much cheaper, convenient. I think the only downside is you're not too sure what you're buying, especially if you're online. You don't know, you haven't tried it before, you don't know how durable it is, you don't know how the endurance is on it. So that's the only tricky part about buying it. But regardless, it seems like a reliable source to buy something.
That's 5. Let me hit to the back and grab some.
What's your call for the topic, man? Always sleeping.
A 2-hour journey to get to the Great Wall of China. And when you realize that, like 30 minutes during our route. So we realized that even though we were getting there, we're not gonna make it in time because it closed at 6 o'clock and it was like 5 already.
So no Great Wall of China today, because we're an hour away and it closes at 6, and it's 5:30 right now. So we're gonna get a train back to, what's the area called? Sanlitan. And catch another train to drop off Manuel later.
It's just my phone sucks. Take it. Look, we're coming this way, so pretty much goes that way and then we're done.
So we lost in China.
I'm sorry.
And Manuel finds that exciting.
We there stranded, we lost, and Mano finds it so cool. Like he's just so happy to be here. Like he has not. So what if he lost, bro? I mean, China. That's like the mindset he had the whole time. He was dancing, doing his thing. I was like, oh, he's actually dancing right now, dude.
We bring the classes to the party, and you know me. Turn an 02 into an 03.
Look at these assholes taking the stairs. I'm here straight chilling, bro. We still at the same place. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
你好，我要2个天堂等门。
你是来说
对。21。
How much is it?
21.
Try. So we're here. When you try all the way to Shongxiang.
Broken translation. It's alright. Get points for everyone.
We prefer it to be empty all the time.
Good.
Mano, you one of them. You one of them. This guy.
What are you doing, bro? Then it's one again, bro. You just got you.
Yeah, this guy got you.
欢迎乘坐北京地铁5号线列车。
That's a really,
本次
really
列
one
车
of
No. What do you mean by Chinese? The Chinese name? Sugar?
Huh?
Sugar?
Who?
Sugar?
Why?
Doing.
Sugar, yeah.
Sugar.
Who?
Sound like
Sugar.
sugar. Yeah. Sugar.
Sugar.
So we're packing up.
Frankly, we can't get water.
We're on our way to Shenyang to drop this guy off. Goodbye, hallway. This small ass bathroom. Cheers. En route Shenyang.
Alright, so we're leaving Beijing, heading down to Shenyang. We're carrying Emmanuel's and David's heavy luggage. I'm a smart kid, so I pack light, you know. Just my backpack and myself. That's about it.
We're loading up before we're out. And we're at the Chinese brunch. Oh, guess what? McD's. No idea.
So you chew on that?
McDonald's is actually surprisingly cheap, right?
Yeah. Like normal price for me too.
Well, so it was 90 20.
我要一个可乐和两个 fries.
Alright, cool. So we're at McDonald's. We're not going to eat here because our train to Shenyang is at 11 o'clock. So we need to rush, grab some food. I want to eat on the train. Yeah, man, the McDonald's here is spot the setup. Exactly just like back home, so nothing's changed. But the menu is different. There's a black burger, which is odd. I don't see myself eating a black burger. I'm for Wakanda, but that looks weird, dude.
Weird. I would not eat a black burger. Like I'm for the struggle, but like a black burger makes no sense.
If I speak up when you're wrong, if I walk a little taller, I've been under you too long. Take it personally.
And the train is a weird experience. There's just weird people everywhere. The guy next to me looked like a gremlin. Like, he looked like a gremlin. He had like pointy ears and like an oval head shape, and he had yellow fingers, like actual yellow fingers, like the yellow fingers, and he would just wake up random days in the morning and just like drunk walk across the train, and he would snore, and he would drink something in his cup, and they had like leaves and nonsense and herbs inside there. Apparently it's tea, but like his one looked trippy, man. He looked weird. I think the most messed up part was what he was eating. He ate raw meat, like actual raw meat, just there. And he kept making these noises, dude. Like what are you? Like legit, what are you? That guy creeped me out. This is where part 1 ends. Like, subscribe. I don't know how Vlogboss does it, but yeah, man, share it. Episode 2 is coming up soon, and yeah, man, let's make it shake. There's a couple more episodes up, and a lot of interesting things happen on the trip, so join us on the journey.